everyone, this is Lee Time of 5 Random Guys, and welcome back to Red Alert 2! Last time I finished the Soviet campaign, and I'm now going to show you a couple of things on about the game that I didn't get to go over. Mainly some special units that you can only get in, or only can use in the skirmishes and stuff like that. I'm not really going to go over the internet and network things, even though this does have online capabilities and you can link up to LAN and to other computers through LAN and actually play against your friends. I'm not really going to go over that, mainly because I don't really have anyone to play with, and I'm not really too keen on playing random people online on a game like this, especially since a lot of people are going to be too busy playing Grand Theft Auto and Pokemon now, as well as other games. Other options I am going to show you about is the movies and credits. All the movies that you saw earlier during the missions, you can go to play movies and you can select any one of them. They are unlocked as you get to that mission, so you can actually watch any one of these. I don't think they're in any particular order, they're just there. I think they're in order of I don't think they're in any kind of order. I don't see them in any kind of order, but you just select one and hit play movie and it'll play. They also have sneak peeks, which I'm not going to really go over, and you can view the credits anytime. So yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Options, you can change your display options of visual details and the resolutions. I've been playing this at 1024 by 768, which is the highest that you can go on this computer. You can also, or on this game, you can also do 800 by 600, which was the standard definition for that time, for the time that this came out for computers. And you can also go as low as 640 by 480. Difficulty, as I've been saying, I've been doing this on normal. You can go up to hard or easy, but I played normal for this campaign. Scroll speed, you can change this. It allows you to how quickly you can move across the map and stuff like that. Tool tips, which is stuff that will pop up as you have your mouse hovering over the items and stuff like that. Target lines, which whenever you make a selection, rather to attack or to move, they'll show up a line for your units. And see hidden objects. This is in case there's enemies behind buildings, or if your units are behind buildings, it actually has a little icon over it. And then your audio volumes. You got your music, you got your sound, and you got your voices. For the most part, I've had the music turned off for this, mainly because I put in the music afterwards, so that I wasn't overlapping the actual music with the speed ups and slowdowns and all that. Under options, you also can change your keyboard settings. You can go through. They have different categories of stuff. You got controls, you got your taunts, and which icons that is, and you can assign new ones if you want. Nothing real special about that. You also have your network settings. You can select your network card and stuff like that, which, again, this was a old style and everything. LAN settings, which I don't have any LAN settings set up, and firewall, and your internet firewall set up. Again, I'm not going to go over any of that because, well, I'm not doing any online stuff. But the real thing I wanted to show off is in the single player skirmishes. Real quick while I'm on the screen, this is the campaign selections. You got your Allied, which you guys saw, the Soviets, which is what I just finished. There's also this campaign. This is just pretty much a training campaign, just a tutorial of how to play the game. It's 2 missions long. I don't really see anything to go over in it. I just wanted to point out that it is there, in case you guys wanted to play again. Your load save games. You pause and save the games. As you can see, most of these are auto-saved. There's a few in the Crow Storm that I have actually saved, and Last Chance, but for the most part, I just played it straight through. But now for the Crime de Descent, or however it's said, is the Skirmish. This is pretty much a single player map, customizable-ish. So you can set this up any way you want it, of any enemies that you want. Let's see. Let's go to customized battles first. Through customized battles, you can actually select what kind of map you want. As you can see, there's lots of maps that you can go through, and they all have like different terrains. You have your typical small maps. You got large maps. The numbers besides how many players can play. You got 2 to 3, 3, 2 to 4. I don't know why it says 3. You can really do 2 or 3. 2 to 4, and they have up to 8 teams. And then you also have some tournament style maps. And I don't know what's so special about these. And I think these are just specially made maps. You can also do random map and actually generate a map. So you can do what kind of terrain you want. You want mountainous. What time of day? You can do afternoon. Do snow. Vaguely what size map? You can do large. Resources of. This is going to be like how many patches of ore fields are going to be, and then structures that you can capture. Then how many players you want to be able to play on it. So let's do 6. And then you can generate the map, and it will actually generate a random map. And there it is. That's the little map for you. And you can save this, and you can use it later times, or you can use it one time, or delete old maps, or you can load a map that you already saved. And you can do pretty much anything you want. You can have team continents, which I typically like to do mainly because I can dominate one area and stuff, and I will probably do this just to show off some of the stuff on here, which I'm gonna show in a minute. Of course, you can save map. We'll do lead time. Yeah, I know, real original, and it saves it. And now I can load it anytime I want, and I can delete it if I want. And you can also do Surprise Me, which will randomly select anything up here. Size, day, types, generate, and boom, there's another map. Anyways, I'm gonna do... I'm gonna use this generated map. I'm gonna use map, and it'll take me back to this screen. Now, since I can play up to 6 players, of course, I'm gonna be the player 1. You have different factions, which I will show off all of them, the differences between each of them in a moment. First of all, I'm going to show off some special units and stuff. The other units, you can choose what you want. You can use, if you do none, it will turn off that that unit. You can do easy, enemy, medium, and hard, or brutal, which is hard. I'll leave them on easy for now since I'm going to show off stuff. And you can use any of them. You can even have them as the same faction as you. Change their colors and stuff. We'll do Russia, red being the traditional. Yeah, we'll do Cuba. I think I'll also do Korea. So yeah, you can use all of them, you can use some of them, you can use one. You can even make some easy, some medium, some hard, or all easy, or all medium, all hard. I'm gonna do all easy right now. And you can also make it so it's random, and it'll generate one. It'll pick one out of them. All right, so let's see here. Short game. Once you destroy all their buildings, the game ends. I recommend doing this if you're going to do a map where it's on seas, because, well, really, especially if you're playing against an allied team. Short game. Once you destroy all the buildings, the game ends. Where if you do not have it selected, then you have to destroy all their units, and units can hide, especially with the Mirage tanks and submarines and stuff like that. And that's a pain in the neck trying to find them, because they'll just sit there and hide until till whatever time you find them. Game speed, which is how fast the game will run. I am going to turn it down, because if I have it at 6, it's game's gonna go fly fast, and I won't be able to keep up. Credits, how many credits you can start at the beginning of the map. I like to leave it at max. How many units you can start off with, I'm gonna leave it at 10. MCV repacks. This means after you deploy the construction yard, you're able to move it later. So it will repack into an MCV, and you can move it to another location. I leave this on. I'm going to leave that on for now. Crates appear, and I'll show what crates are. Well, I showed them during the main missions, but I'll show what this does in this in skirmishes in a minute. And super weapons, of course. Are you able to build super weapons or not? Pretty much, are you allowed to build the Chronosphere, Iron Curtain, Storm Generator, and the Missile Silo. I'm going to leave them off for now. And I'm going to go ahead and start the game, and I'm going to show you a couple of things that I didn't get to show in the campaign yet. Or I didn't get to show... Oh, excuse me. I didn't get to show in the campaign, as well as some units that are not available in the campaign. So, yeah. I'll see you in a minute when I get going. With crates turned on, you actually random crates will actually appear anywhere on the map. They tend to spawn close together once in a while.
Unit ready.
So try to keep an eye open for them.
Building.
Alright, for sending a spy into an allied battle lab, it allows you to gain the ability to build a chrono commando.
Unit ready.
Who's your daddy?
The chrono commando is essentially a SEAL with the ability to
Vehicle ready. Bound forward. Bound forward.
Our base is
to
under
chrono
attack.
jump.
Unit lost. Repairing.
Is basically a SEAL that has the ability to chrono jump. So he can jump across the map, but can fight just like a SEAL. just like the Chrono Langonier, here it does have a cooldown time once it jumps, so you can't constantly jump it across the map.
Building
Outstanding.
infiltrated. New technology acquired.
Now
Outstanding.
getting a spy in the
construction options.
Soviets battle lag yields you a Psi Commando.
Training.
A Psi Commando can take control of enemy units,
My command is your wish.
just like a Yuri,
Belongs to us.
but he also can destroy structures just like a Commando can. If you're ever playing as the Soviet side and you gain control of a spy, or if you capture a Soviet barracks and send a spy into a Soviet battle lab, you're able to build a chrono icon.
Training.
Essentially, it's
Under attack.
just like Chrono Langolier being able to teleport,
Repairing.
but it acts more like an Ivan, as if if it gets
Unit
killed,
ready.
it detonates, or it can set a bomb onto a structure or building. We all know about the Yuri in the game, at least the Yuri clones that you gain control of
Unit
throughout the
ready.
campaign of the Soviet Union.
Psychic ready.
But Yuri
My
Prime
command
is
is your
like
wish.
is pretty much taking control of the real Yuri.
There's no resistance. Thoughts received. He belongs to us.
It has mind control just like the Yuri clone, as well as its special
My command is your wish.
psychic wave. There's only one that can actually be built, just like a Tanya. Now to show you some things about the IFVs. I mentioned in the Ally campaign that you can infiltrate with different units, allowing it to change what type of weapon it has.
Vehicle ready.
Its standard form is this rocket IFV, allowing you
Unit
to
reporting.
do attacks both on the air and on the or in the air, or on the ground or in the air.
Ready.
Now, sending in different units, and it again allows it to change into different types of vehicles. Starting with the GI, it becomes a machine gun IFV. It will no longer be able to attack ground to air,
Weapon ready.
but it does have a machine gun mechanic. Fully leveled up, it actually will fire twice as fast.
Ready. On the move. Unit reporting.
You can actually send dogs into
Yes, sir.
into this also. It is called an attack dog IFV.
Ore miner under attack.
Its attack is the same as it always has, but now it can actually sense spies and actually attack them.
Engineering. Moving.
Sending an engineer in, as you guys know,
Ready to roll.
allows it to transform into a repair IFV. This does not physically attack anything, but instead actually is able to repair other vehicles.
Indeed.
Sending a spy in allows it to transform into a spy IFV. Now,
Unit
its attack
reporting.
is the
Commencing assault.
same as a machine gun IFV. As far as getting disguises and stuff, it doesn't act the same way. And as far as I can tell, it doesn't do anything different than
Mission set.
a normal machine gun IFV. Sending a Chrono Legionnaire into it makes it into a Chrono Legionnaire, or IFV. And just like the just like a normal Chrono Langolier, it actually is able to
Ready to roll. Fire zone
wipe something
confirmed.
out of existence
Closing in.
using its beam.
Unit lost.
On there.
Sending a Tanya into the IFE allows it to become a machine gun on IFE also.
Commencing assault.
As for the attack strength,
Show me the way.
it
On
should be
there.
stronger, but I've never really tested it out at all, so don't quote me on that.
Fuel tanks are filled. Igniting boosters.
Since I'm going over the allied list right now, it is note that you cannot actually send a Rocketeer into an IFE.
Igniting boosters.
If you get a hold of
Conscript
if you get a hold of the Soviet infantry units, you can actually send them in also.
Da. Destination, Commander?
Sending a construct into the IFE will also make it into a machine gun IFE, just like a GI.
Conscript reporting. Order received. Orders, comrade? Da. Unit reporting.
Sending a flak trooper in will make it into a flak trooper IFE.
Fire zone confirmed.
Sending the same, allowing it to shoot the same way as a flak trooper does, except with a faster rate.
Yes, comrade.
Sending a Tesla trooper into the IFE allows it to transform into a Tesla trooper IFE. It is able to attack just like the Tesla trooper with an electrical pulse, but at a slightly faster rate, and I also believe it is a slightly stronger attack.
Destination,
Sending a Crazy Ivan into the IFE makes it a Crazy Ivan IFE. Yes, they're real creative with these names.
Commander. Weapon ready.
Unit lost.
You attacking something, it will allow it to detonate and cause a small
Unit
radiation. And now I have to
Building.
build me a new IFE. Sending a Yuri clone into the IFE will turn it into a Yuri IFE.
Destination, Commander? Weapon ready.
Attacking, it will send out a Psychic Pulse, which is deadly to most infantry units.
Fire zone confirmed.
Unit lost.
Bound forward.
Sending a Yuri Prime into the IFE
Vehicle ready.
allows it to
Weapon ready.
do the same thing as the Yuri clone. Sending a Psi Commander into the IFE makes it a Psi Commander IFV. Seriously. Great names.
Commencing assault.
This pretty much makes it into a regular machine gun IFE. Sending a Chrono Commander into the IFE will make it into a machine gun IFE also.
Driver up.
Sending a Chrono Ivan into the IFE will make it into a Chrono
Unit
Ivan
reporting.
IFE.
Outstanding. Commencing assault.
Unit lost.
It acts just like a crazy Ivan IFE, meaning that it will explode and actually leave some radiation. As you may have noticed as I was showing these off, there is no Navy SEAL. For some odd reason, they have it disabled for skirmishes. You can fix this by going in and adjusting the rules INI files. However, in the expansion pack, they do fix this, allowing you not to have to do any modifications to your game.
Repairing. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Destination, Commander.
Now I'm going to show you some specialties between each of the factions. Starting with the American
On our way, sir.
faction.
Reinforcements ready.
Playing as the Americans, you actually gain the ability to have
Select
paratroopers. They become available once you build your Air Force Command Center, or Air Force Command Headquarters. If you captured an airport, you gain the ability to get paratroop reinforcements also, allowing you to get to paratroopers in as the American. If you're playing any other faction and capture an airport, you only gain the ability to have one set of paratroopers. Playing as Korea, you gain the ability to
Unit
flank
ready.
Black Eagle.
Standing by.
These
Black Eagle reporting.
these airships replace the Harrier here in the construction tab. They are slightly
In transit.
faster and slightly stronger than the Harriers.
Construction complete.
Playing as France, it allows you to build a defensive structure called the Grand Cannon. This cannon is very powerful and very destructive against vehicles and other ground forces. But be careful, it does take a lot of power. Playing as Germany allows you to build the Tank
Commander?
Destroyer. This powerful weapon can actually destroy tanks fairly easily.
Unit lost.
It also can destroy ships if they're close enough to land, but
Closing in.
they're not very powerful against destroying buildings or infantry units. Playing as Britain allows you to build snipers.
Sniper ready.
Now, of course, you guys remember that I did control of sniper recently in one of the Soviet missions. And just like in there,
Unit lost.
long range attack, single shot kills for infantry units. This infantry unit can go into the IFVs also. It will say a machine gun IFV, but
Driver up.
Unit lost.
it still attacks just like a sniper. This allows the sniper to have more cover, or being in an IFV. Fully ranked, it has further attack range.
Destination command.
Playing as Libya allows you to build these demolition trucks.
Why don't you drive?
These demolition trucks can be rammed into enemy units and structures.
Our base is under attack. Unit lost.
Waiting orders. Ready, comrade.
They might take a couple to actually destroy some enemy units and structures, but a nice little strategy is to build a few of them, put an iron curtain on them, and send them in to an enemy base. If done correctly, you can wipe out a nice portion of their base and then go in to finish them off. Playing as Iraq allows you to build the Desolator.
Ready for meltdown.
Just like the unit in the actual campaign, and it allows you to attack with a radioactive beam, as well as deploy a
Structure
radiation
garrison.
field. If you happen to capture a allied base or just an allied war factory,
Red tattoo.
you can actually put a Devastator in an IFV.
Vehicle ready.
This
Weapon ready.
will give it
Unit lost.
give it the same ability as the Devastator, except with armor to help protect it.
Bound forward.
Construction complete.
Playing as Cuba, you gain the ability to train terrorists. Terrorists does not have any guns or fighter or abilities. All they can do is detonate when they are sent up against a tank or building. it is really recommended that you use a couple of these to do any kind of damage, or send in a group of them in a flak tank.
Unit lost.
While playing as Cuba and you happen to capture a war factory or an enemy base and build an IFV, you can put a terrorist in the IFV, making it a terrorist IFV. This allows it to act much like
Unit lost.
the Crazy Ivan, detonating and leaving a small radioactive pool. Playing as Russia allows you to build the Tesla tank. This tank acts much like
Conscript reporting.
This tank
Waiting
acts
order.
much like the Tesla trooper,
Unit lost.
shocking them and infantry units with electricity. However, they're slightly slower, and they're not,
Vehicle reporting.
but they might be a little bit more powerful. They can shoot over walls
Unit
to
lost.
hit buildings
Vehicle
or
reporting.
other units, but that's pretty much it. Their armor is pretty weak, almost like the Prism Tower or Prism tanks. Honestly, the last thing I want to show you
Unit reporting.
New construction options.
Destination commander. Ready reporting.
is this map here. This is DC Uprising, and it has an interesting glitch. It doesn't matter what difficulty you set your
Building.
the enemies on, you can put them on the hardest difficulty. For some reason, they do not attack. The only time they ever send units at you is if you're playing against American faction, and they drop paratroopers on your
Construction
base.
complete.
That's the only time they ever attack.
New
I
construction
don't know what it
options.
is about this map,
Building.
why it's like that. I've played it on Brutal. My father has noticed this too. He's played it on Brutal. They don't attack at all. And it's just this map. And even in the expansion pack, they never fixed this. Don't know why. So yeah, as I start this scrimmage, closing thoughts for this series, because this is it. Yeah, I enjoy this game. Sometimes it does get frustrating with some of the campaigns and stuff. The units, they do have decent units. I do like
Construction
the
complete.
Prism Towers or the Prism tanks
New
and
construction
the
options. Building.
Apocalypse tanks. The Apocalypse tanks is so overpowered. The Kirovs are almost just as bad. If only they weren't so slow, I would use them more.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
But besides that, they did make an expansion to this. I think it came out a year or two later. I'm not too sure. I'll tell you guys for sure once I start that series. I am planning to do the expansion pack to this. They introduce a lot more. They introduce a few more units, as well as some more interesting elements, with another pretty interesting storyline. So yeah, with that this ends Red Alert 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I can't say much about the bonus video. Like I said, the bonus video is
Construction complete.
pretty much just going to be showing you
New construction options.
these special units and stuff.
Building.
Ready! On the move!
But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Please follow us on Facebook and Twitter. It does help us out. Of course, we really do if you
Construction
do appreciate.
complete.
Or we really do appreciate it if you. I'm gonna start this again. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. It helps us out a lot more than you might think. Please follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I do try to stay on top of updates and stuff. If you are new with us, I try to stay on the updates on Facebook and Twitter about what's going on and stuff. I will be starting the expansion soon. I don't know if it's gonna be right away, or if I might do something else. Me and Inu will be starting a new versus shortly, and once we get our new
Construction complete.
recording device, we will start
New construction
back
options.
with Wind Waker.
Building.
But yeah, other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this series, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.